Oh, get ready, get ready, get ready. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, yeah, it's me. It's your boy, the Louisiana Country Boy, coming at you live once more again. Also, what I need for you to do, sit back, relax, put on your headgear. Oh, my worthless 2 cents is about to put something in your ear.
Oh, and here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, yeah, it's me. It's your boy, the Louisiana Country Boy, coming at you live. Do you know what time it is? Tell me, do you know? Do you know what time it is? It is time. It is time for Kingdom Purpose Radio. And it's time for Talk to Me Tuesday with me, your boy, the Louisiana Country Boy. And I'm not sure if my co-host, Minister CJ, will be joining me tonight. You know, it's holiday time, so he may be in, he may not. But if he is always welcome. He know, look, he got a key to the house, so he ain't even got to knock on the door. He just come on in. But look here, man, it's time. Old Country Boy is here once more again. I'm very, 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 very grateful to Kingdom Purpose Radio for allowing me this opportunity to grace their wonderful, wonderful, amazing platform. And thanks to each and every one of y'all for tuning in, for giving support, for giving love. Hey, Miss Julie. Thank y'all so very much. Man, you know, it is the holiday season. It is time getting ready for Turkey Day. Gobble, gobble, gobble. It is Thanksgiving time. And I really, 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 really had no idea what the old country boy was gonna say tonight. I had no idea. Actually, I almost thought about not even showing. But you know what? I can't do that because I'm committed to doing what I said I was gonna do. But tonight, old country boy is gonna walk through a little bit. You know, this walk is going to be a couple of things. This walk is going to be a little bit scriptural, a little bit, but it's going to be a little bit country boy, a little bit. It's going to be a little dose of all of it because all of it is real and all of it is true. As I was thinking about the Thanksgiving, the first thought that came to my mind was this: it is Thanksgiving, but how many of us are really giving thanks? It is Thanksgiving, but how many of us are giving thanks? You know, for me right now, going through this season and going through these things, it's a wonderful time. It's a celebratory time of the year. It's time that family gets together and eat some turkey or whatever they may eat, some dressing or some fried chicken, whatever they may do. But coming together to celebrate. But are we giving thanks? Are we truly giving thanks? And why is it that we just have to take this moment in time to think about giving thanks? Thanksgiving. Wow. You know, for some, this time of the year is not very thankful. For some, this time of the year is difficult because they're going through this year. They may have lost a loved one, they may have lost someone, they may have lost a friend. So it's not very thankful. They're not feeling thankful. So here's the thing, man, Thanksgiving. But can you still give thanks? Hey. Can you still give thanks? Even though you may have gone through some trials and tribulations, even though things may not be exactly where you want them to be, can you still give thanks? As I was getting prepared to walk in here, this thing hit me when I was in my mind thinking about that Thanksgiving and giving thanks. Do you know why the 3 Hebrew boys were saved? Not because it was Thanksgiving, because they were saved in that fiery furnace because they were giving thanks. Do you know they were still giving thanks? Their thanks was, even if we don't make it out, even if this fire takes us and burns us, we will still give thanks. It's Thanksgiving, but are we giving thanks? You know, during this time, I have been around some people who've lost some people. I've lost some people myself, and you know I lost a good friend of mine just a couple of weeks ago. Um, and some people say, "Well, I'm just not in the Thanksgiving mood." But can you give thanks still? Can you give thanks for the time that you had with those people? Can you give thanks because that time was there? Can you give thanks for that they had the opportunity to be a part of your life? It's Thanksgiving, but are you giving thanks? You know, when I think about giving thanks, when I think about that giving thanks part, see, sometimes we want to give thanks when things are good. We want to say thank you when things are good. We want to be, you know, when we're up and we up here, we want to say thank you, but are you giving thanks? Can you give thanks like Job gave thanks? When things ain't looking so good, can you still give thanks? Can you still give thanks? Can you still give thanks with tears in your eyes? Can you still give thanks? Or do you have to just have something to be thankful? Does it have to be all good and all great and everything is wonderful for you to give thanks? Or can you just give thanks? Not because of who you are, but because of who he is. Because of the simple fact that, man, for me, for me, for me, for me, through the trials and the tribulations of this life, through the ups and downs, through the struggles, through the good days and the bad days, I'm still grateful and I still give thanks because each and every day he gives me life, he gives me breath, and he gives me opportunity. I give thanks. Can you still be thankful? And can you still give thanks? It's Thanksgiving. Yes, Thanksgiving is coming. Thanksgiving is coming. But can you give thanks? Can you give thanks when things ain't so well? Can you still give thanks? Can you give thanks when your money is funny and your change is strange? Can you still give thanks? Can you give thanks when you're saying, I don't even want my ends to meet. I just want them to see each other, but I'm still giving thanks. Can you still give thanks in the worst of the worst? Can you give thanks? Once more again, you know, it ain't easy. This life was never set to be easy. I have never read anywhere in any book that everything was going to be easy. Some of us only want to give thanks when things get easy. But can you still give thanks when things ain't? Can you give thanks when they like them Hebrew boys, when they telling you this is what I need for you to do, you're gonna have to bow down, you're gonna have to bow down, you're gonna have to bow down, and we're gonna throw you in the furnace. Can you still be giving thanks? Can you be giving thanks when you're like Job and you feel like everything is coming, like I done lost this and I done lost that and I done lost this, and Lord, you done took my house, you done took my family, you done took my children, you done took my cattle, you done took everything. Can you still give thanks? See, all of this, all of it, every single bit of it is nothing but a choice. It's all just a choice. You know, I was just sharing on the other platform before I came live on here. I was listening to Marvin Sapp, his testimony. I was listening to Marvin Sapp, and I was, I said this a week or so ago. Sometimes we be singing these songs, but do we be listening to the words? I was listening to Marvin Sapp testimony, my testimony, and it says, I'm so glad I made it. I don't know about y'all, but I'm so glad I made it. I made it through. In spite of calamity, he knows what's best for me. I'm so glad I made it. That's why I can give thanks, because I'm so glad. You know, they used to, back in the country, it used to be this old song, if you don't do nothing else for me, you've already done enough. I give thanks. I give thanks for the people who are in my life. I thank the people who have left my life. I give thanks. Some of us waste so much time. We go through these things and we waste so much time. We waste so much energy on things and waiting to be at the top of our plateau, or at the top of, well, I can, when I get on the other side, or when I rise up, then I can give thanks. But let me tell you something about rising up. Sometimes you may not, but can you give thanks right where you at? See, so glad I made it. I'm so glad I made it in spite of calamity. He still knows what's best for me. See, I give thanks. Not because I give thanks. Not because my life is perfect. I give thanks because I got a perfect God. I'm going to say it again. I give thanks not because my life is perfect. I give thanks because I got a perfect God. I give thanks. I give thanks because over and over and over and over again, he has been the only one who has never left me nor forsaken me. I give thanks. I can't speak for nobody else. I can't speak for nobody else. I can speak for myself. I give thanks. I give thanks for those people in my life who have shaped me. I give thanks for those people in my life who taught me. I give thanks. Some of the lessons were hard lessons. Some of the lessons were not so hard. Some of the lessons were when people walked away, but I give thanks. Because if they hadn't walked away, I would have tried to make them stay. I give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks for the things that I've gone through. Some of the things that I've gone through, most of the things that I've gone through, it wasn't anybody else that put me through them. I put myself through them. But I give thanks that God was there to guide me, lead me. He never left me nor forsaken me, even when I was at the worst of the worst. I give thanks, not just on Thanksgiving. Each and every day, I give thanks. Give thanks for my parents who taught me the best that they could, because they could only teach me what they knew. They couldn't teach me something else, and I give thanks for that. I give thanks for my grandparents for pouring in, even when I wanted to put the lid on and didn't want to receive it. I give thanks. I give thanks. Sometimes we want to only be thankful for the great stuff and the good stuff and the positive things. Oh, thank you for the compliment. Oh, thank you for being so kind. Oh, thank you. Give thanks. I give thanks for the lesson in this life. I give thanks. I'm thankful for each and every lesson. See, because each and every lesson, the reason I'm thankful for them is because each and every lesson made me be able to move to the next step. I'm thankful. Either it made me able to move to the next step or continue to repeat the same step. But either way, I'm thankful because I got something out of it. It may have took a little bit longer, but I got something out of it. So I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the ones in my life that said, I'm going to have to separate. I'm thankful. See, because, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See, what we miss and what I missed for so long, because separation sometimes allows elevation. So I'm thankful. See, sometimes we are tied to rocks and we trying to fly and the rocks won't let us. Sometimes separation allows elevation. I'm thankful. See, I'm thankful that when I get my old self up in the morning, that the good Lord allows me to open these old eyes. He allows these old ears to hear. He allows these old arms to work. He allows that old heart to pump. I'm thankful. He allows this old brain to work. I'm thankful. It just ain't about turkey, baby. Even though turkey's good. Don't get me wrong, I like some fried turkey. If any of y'all out there want to bring old country boys some fried turkey, I like fried turkey. I'll eat some fried turkey, but it just ain't about fried turkey. It just ain't about some dressing. It ain't just about some collard greens and hot water cornbread. Let me tell you, I'm thankful. Some of us are only thankful for, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. Some of us are only thankful for the pat on the back. That's when some of us are, our chest puffs out. We really thankful for the pat on the back. But sometimes you need to be thankful for the knife in the back as well. Not only the pat, but sometimes you have to learn how to be thankful for even the knife that went in the back. That's a whole different. You catch that when you get to the house. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the lessons that this life has and is teaching me. I'm thankful. Some people are only thankful when the crowd is cheering for them. Some people only want the crowd and the bright lights. That's when they're thankful. But see, can you be thankful when the crowd goes away? Can you be thankful when the lights go out? Man, I'm thankful. See, because if you're only thankful when the crowd is cheering for you, my God, what you gonna do when it goes silent? Because it will go silent. If you're thankful when the lights are shining bright and everybody is cheering for you and everybody's loving on you and everybody's around you, what you gonna do when God says, now I need to separate you? See, if you don't learn how to be thankful and be humble and be grateful right where you are, no matter what that position is, no matter what, if you can't be grateful, humble, and thankful right where you're at, see, too many of us have this misconception that thankfulness is about pleasing people. No, 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 people. Thankfulness is not about pleasing people. Thankful is about pleasing God and serving people. This is not about pleasing people. It's about pleasing God and serving others. And we miss it. I've missed it for the longest. For years, I missed it. But I said, and I'm thankful now. I'm thankful to sit and to reflect and to sit in peace and quiet. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for once more again, I'm thankful for each and every person that has come along this journey of this thing called life. Some people, I've heard that some people say, well, I regret meeting that person. And I'm thankful for everyone. Every single one. Everyone that has come across this journey of this thing called my life. I'm grateful and I'm thankful because each one of them gave me a little something. Each one of them gave a little something. See, some people were only thankful for the smile. Oh, they gave me a smile. But sometimes it's the frown that you may need that will help you on this journey as well. Thankful. Yes, it is coming up on Thanksgiving. But do we remember how to give thanks? Do we remember how to give thanks? Do we remember how to give thanks to God each and every morning? Do we remember how to thank Him each and every night for protecting us and watching over us? Do we remember how to give thanks? Do we remember how to give Him thanks for getting us out of some things that only He could? Do we remember to give Him thanks? Do we remember how to humble ourselves and be thankful? Or are we just waiting for Thanksgiving? Are we just waiting for Thanksgiving? Or are we giving thanks? For me, once more again, there's so many things that I give thanks for. There are so many many people that I give thanks for. Whether I speak to them every day, whether I have not spoken to them in years, I'm thankful. And I give them thanks. Because, like I said, they all, each and every one has poured something in on this journey called life. See, I know sometimes it may seem like my perspective is a little bit warped, and maybe it is. Maybe it is. I don't have the perspective of this world because sometimes, most of the times, a lot of the times, the perspective of this world is warped. So I would rather have the perspective of what God sees, not what the world sees. I want to see things as He sees them. I want to see people as He sees them. I give thanks. I'm so humble and grateful for grace and mercy. I'm so grateful that He gives me another chance and another chance and another chance. I give thanks to Him for that. I give Him thanks. And once more again, if He don't do nothing, if He don't do nothing else for me, He's already done enough. He's already done enough. He has already done enough. Hebrew boys, having the faith and giving thanks. I'm not bowing down. No, King, I ain't bowing down. I'm not going to bow down, King Nebuchadnezzar. I'm not going to bow down to you. And you can get that furnace as hot as you want it. Because I'm going to give God praise. I'm going to give God the glory. See, I just want to praise you forever and ever and ever for all you've done for me. Blessings and glory and honor, they all belong to you. And I give you thanks. Father God, I give you thanks. Once more again, I know that this time of the year and these holidays for a lot of people are rough and tough. A lot of people go through the emotions of missing loved ones, missing friends. But can you flip that switch and give thanks for the time that you had with them. Give thanks for the moments that you spent that are priceless and that won't fade away with time. Can you, instead of thinking of sometimes for me, it was the fact of thinking of what I had lost. But I give thanks for what I have. I have the memories. I have the love. I have the time that we shared. See, that ain't going nowhere. Let me tell y'all something. For me, my mother, my father, uncles, aunts, cousins, friends are all gone from here, but they still remain here. They still remain here, and there's nothing that can take them from here and here. Would I say, the touch would be well, but they're here. They're here. And they ain't going nowhere. See, we all have an expiration date. But when you can give thanks for the moment that you're there and live in that moment with whomever it is, or that moment in time, then even as hard as that expiration date will be, they're always there. They're always there. They're always here. Sometimes we're clinging on to what we've lost and not being thankful for what we have. Wow. Sometimes we spend so much time focusing on what is gone that we're not giving thanks to what we have. I just want to thank you. My God, as I sit here and once more again, I talk about Thanksgiving, and I talk about truly giving thanks. Truly giving thanks. When I come here, I come and I share because I'm grateful for each and every person. I share my heart. I share my journey. I share my story. I share this life of mine because I'm giving thanks, because I'm so very thankful that I'm not where I want to be. But God knows I'm not what I used to be. And for that, once more again, I'm thankful that God has given this old boy an opportunity, a chance, after another chance, after another chance. to try to get this thing not perfect, but just try to get it right. I give thanks for every lesson. I give thanks for every tear. I give thanks for every smile. I give thanks for every hug. I give thanks for every hello. I give thanks for every goodbye. I give thanks. I give thanks. I just want to praise you forever and ever and for all you've done for me. I give thanks. And sometimes in this whole life of mine, I've had to learn that. I've had to learn to be grateful. I've had to be humbled down and understanding that all things work together for the good of those. All things work together. And I am grateful. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. And give thanks. See, giving thanks also means knowing that nobody, let me tell you this is what I had to learn. This is one of the lessons that this life taught me. Nobody owes you anything. No one owes you anything. Nobody. When I learned that lesson, that humbling lesson, it taught me to be grateful and thankful for everything because nobody owes me anything. No one. And I take these life lessons. And not only do I take the life lessons and learn from them, I take these life lessons and now apply them. There's a little bit of a difference. A lot of people talk about life and the lessons and the things that I've learned. But are you applying what you learn? That's the caveat that most miss. Even though you learn it, you must apply it. I apply the gratefulness. I apply giving thanks. Learning, and applying. Over these years, over this time, over this journey. Now I tell you, a lot of people talk about being able to identify with Job. Been there. I have been there. I have been there, and I give thanks to the good Lord for never leaving me or forsaking me. In 2006, I laid in my bed and I looked and I prayed and I said, God, God, you can take everything from me. See, sometimes when we go to God with these things, we have to know that He is listening. And I said, God, you can take everything from me. My words to Him in our conversation. 2006, God, you can have everything. You can have my home. You can have my job. You can have my money. You can have my vehicle. You can have all of this stuff. God, you can take all of this from me. That's what I said to Him. God, 2006, laying in the bed. Just don't you leave me. God, you can have it all. Just don't you leave me. Prior to that, I knew God. I knew God. I'm from the country. Of course I knew him. Went to church all the time. Of course I knew him. But I didn't have a relationship with him. Of course I knew him. I knew him. But I didn't have a relationship. Not a real relationship. You know how we have them tenuous relationships. We call them when, you know how we do. We call when you need something. But in 2006, for this fella right here, I ain't talking about nobody else. I ain't telling nobody else's story. I ain't telling nobody. For me, when I said, God, you can have it all. You can take it all away from me, every single thing, but just don't you leave me. And that moment was like the moment He said, I'm going to be here with you. Through the storm, through the rain, through the loss, through everything. I'm going to be here with you. I give thanks that everything I left out of a house that I've never returned to. I drove a vehicle that I've never driven again. Everything gone, except for the fact that He never left me and has never left me. Me, I don't know what nobody else do. I'm telling you about me. Never left me. Through sickness, through loss, He's never left me. Ever left me. And each and every day from that moment, I have gotten closer and closer. I'm not saying that I live this perfect life. No, I'm not saying that. So don't get it twisted, because some people like to twist it. But what I'm telling you is He's never left me, and I have a relationship with Him. So I give Him thanks. Give him thanks. I will shout it from the top of the mountain. I will shout it from the lowest of the valley. I give him thanks. Through all, for all he's done for me. Blessings and glory and honor, they all belong to him. For me. For me. I am small. Lord God knows I'm not what he wants me to be. But I'm sure not what I used to be. Yes, he's still working on me. Lord knows, wrong country. So you know he's still working on me. He's still working on me. I've still got some more hills to climb. I've still got some more valley to walk. I still have a cross to bear. Still. But I give him thanks. I give him thanks for waking me up. I give him thanks for watching over my family. I give him thanks for watching over my friends. I give him thanks for all that he does, for life that he's given. I give him thanks. Thankful. And I ain't just talking about Thanksgiving. It is so much more. You know, as I get ready to, I hear so many people and I hear these things about people saying, well, when the glue of the family has gone on, then the family seems to fall apart. If you give thanks to what that glue is doing, if each and every one gives thanks to what grandma was pouring in, if each and every one gives thanks to what Pawpaw was pouring in, if each and every one, then it don't fall apart. It comes together. See, sometimes we just depend on one person to be the one to hold everything together when it takes all of us to hold it together. Not just one. See, when you feel like, and this is personal, when you feel like now that grandma, great grandma, mama gone, then we just don't fall apart. Listen to what you're saying and understand how much pressure you were putting on that one person to pull everything together. Listen to how much pressure you were putting on one person to hold it all together. Give thanks while you got them. Here. But remember that always be here. Remember the lessons that they've taught. And hold it. And hold it. Hold it near and dear to your heart. And lastly is this.
when you want to honor the ones that have poured into you, you carry that on by remembering what they poured in, and you pour that into others. If they poured kindness into you, you should honor them by pouring kindness into someone else. That's how you keep them alive inside of you, because now you're pouring out what they poured in. I was as I get ready to shut this thing down, I thank y'all. I thank you for your time. I thank you for joining. I thank you for listening. I thank you for sharing. I thank you for your support. Thanksgiving. But don't forget to also give thanks. Lastly, but not leastly, these words I say, and I say it from my heart. First is thank you so very much, Kingdom Purpose, for allowing this old country boy to grace your platform. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for all the support to each and every one of you. Next is I say these three things. God has given all of us three things: vision, purpose, and instructions. Vision, purpose, and instructions. Vision, purpose, and instructions. I didn't know how crucial it was until, us folks, me. You go and you buy something, and you have the vision on what it's supposed to look like, and you pull that box, you buy it, you open that box up, and you throw them instructions away. You put it together, but one of the legs probably wobbly because you didn't follow the instructions. It is so crucial to our vision. It is so crucial to our purpose that we also follow the instructions that he's given us. It's crucial. Each and every one has a vision. Each and every one has a purpose. Let me tell you, everybody's not going to agree with it. Everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to support you. Nope, don't happen. Ain't going to happen. But don't you give up and don't you give in. Don't you quit. You may bend, but you will not break. You may bend, but you will not break. People will down you. People will degrade you. All of those wonderful things. They will tell you you're too this, you're too old, you're too young, you're too short, you're too tall, you're too light, you're too dark. All of that. But you keep walking in your purpose. You keep following the vision that God has given you, and you keep following the instructions. See, haters supposed to hate. That's their job. See, haters are actually motivators, because you should know that if they're telling you what you can't, then that means they actually believe that you can. Because if they didn't believe that you couldn't, then they wouldn't say nothing at all. They just watch you. Haters are motivators. And when we have the haters, we should be appreciators. I say this, and I support you. I support the vision that God has given you. I support the purpose that he has given you to walk in. I support you. I support you. And lastly, but not leastly, when you woke up this morning and you open your eyes, you cleaned out your ears and you tried to hear. But the loud, big mouth country boy's words just did not come clear. And if you was out there today and you was strolling around, looking up and you was looking down, trying to hear the words, but they still didn't come clear. Well, here it is right now, 9:55. Houston time. Old country boy wants to tell you this from the bottom of my heart is know this is that I love you. I love you. I love each and every one of you. I love you. I love you. I love you unconditionally. And there ain't nothing, absolutely, positively nothing that you can do about it. Look, I was listening to this and I let my other platform hear it. I don't know if y'all can hear this, but I want to go out with this. Yeah. I'm so glad I made it.